The Frozen Ward. There are places abandoned for a reason. Places that don't rot, they freeze. In the winters of rural Quebec, where snow crawls like a living creature across the land, stood the remains of Saint-Mathieu General Hospital, sealed away after an unexplained fire and the deaths of nearly 40 patients. But no one talks about the flames anymore. They talk about the ice that came afterward. Eleanor Moreau, a traveling night shift nurse, wasn't searching for mystery. She was searching for help. A blizzard swallowed her car, spun it into a ditch, and forced her toward the only visible building for miles, the abandoned hospital. Its entrance towered in silence, draped in snow like a mausoleum waiting for its next resident. Inside, the darkness inhaled her fully. Her footsteps echoed into cold hallways lined with wheelchairs, frozen in mid-motion, as if patients tried to flee but never made it out. The walls shimmered with thin layers of ice, evidence that the building wasn't just cold, it was freezing from the inside outward. She kept telling herself she'd only wait out the storm. Then the sound came. A sound no abandoned place should ever hold. The pulse of a heart monitor. Her breath shook. "The power's cut," she whispered, but it wasn't. She followed the sound into the East Wing, where locals claimed the thaw never came. Even in summer, the frost stayed. The double doors toward 9B creaked open on their own, releasing a wave of air so cold the moisture in her eyelashes froze. There, surrounded by frost-bitten walls, lay a patient, a living patient. His body encased beneath a sheet of clear ice, but his chest rose, slowly, rhythmically. His eyes opened. His pupils were gone. Only a pale, milky blue stared back. "Stay," his voice cracked painfully. "With us." The monitor spiked, and behind her the doors slammed shut. Eleanor pulled, clawed, screamed, but ice grew over the metal handle like veins expanding across skin. It sealed her in. Then other monitors lit up around her. One by one, beds she hadn't seen before began awakening. Under the sheets, silhouettes moved, hands twitched, teeth chattered, bones cracked, bodies sat up, frozen, unblinking, and yet alive. "We waited," one whispered, voice rattling like frozen lungs breaking apart, "for someone warm." Eleanor's vision swam. Her fingernails turned purple. The air burned like needles driving into her skin. She ran. Monitors began screaming behind her. Feet scraped tile. Something dragged itself off a bed. She slammed into the hallway, walls blooming with frost behind her like spreading mold. She staggered toward the lobby, each breath sharper, shorter, dying inside her lungs. The main doors appeared, 2 glass slabs rimmed with black ice. She rammed her shoulder into them once, twice. Glass cracked. Wind howled. Behind her, footsteps, slow, synchronized. She forced herself through the split door, snow slicing her face. Hands clawed at her ankle, frozen fingers digging into her skin. She kicked until bones cracked. She crawled into the storm. Darkness swallowed her. When rescuers found her 3 days later, she was alive, but silent. Her voice never returned. Inside the hospital lobby, investigators found something else. A trail of handprints, leading from Ward 9B to the exit. One set small, human. The rest, larger elongated many with 5 fingers, some with 6. And during storms, locals say they still hear it, searching, calling, waiting for warmth.